Hey, this is Rick Kasalich, injury specialist from exercisesforinjuries.com. In today's video, I want to go through a few relief exercises from knee pain after squats. So I'll get Alex to go through the exercises and I'll highlight the details of them. And the first one, we're heading to the floor with the foam roller. Good, so it's foam rolling out the hamstrings. So you have the foam roller set, just above the knee. You're going to roll it through, to just about the hip, and then you're going to roll it back through. Good. So with this one, when it relates to sets, reps, time, and intensity, sets are 1, repetitions would be 5, and 1 repetition is up the muscle and then down the muscle again. Time, smooth controlled movement with a quick stop at the end position. And the intensity depends upon how much weight you put into the foam roller. What you want it to feel like is a deep massage. So it shouldn't feel, you shouldn't be in screaming pain, but it should be uncomfortable, like the muscles being worked. And the purpose of this exercise is to loosen up the hamstrings, which oftentimes are tight after squatting, and loosening up the hamstrings will decrease the pull on the knee, and excess tension and pulling on the knee leads to knee pain. So that's number 1, foam rolling out the hamstrings. Now moving on to the second exercise. Good. So this one's IT band foam rolling. So you're foam rolling that outer part of the thigh. So you got the foam roller, you're starting just below the hip. You're going to keep rolling until just above the knee, and then you're going to roll back down again on that outer part of the thigh up to the hip. Perfect. Now looking at the sets, reps, time, and intensity, for this one, sets are 1, repetitions would be 5, and 1 repetition is down the muscle and back up the muscle. Time, smooth controlled movement with a quick stop at the end position. The intensity will depend on how much weight you put into the foam roller. And you want to be at an intensity that it feels like you're having a deep massage, so the muscles being worked and loosened up. And the purpose of this exercise is to loosen up the IT band or the muscles in the outer part of the thigh in order to decrease the pull on the knee in order to help when it comes to relieving knee pain after squatting. Okay, moving on to the third one. So you move away from the foam roller and you're going to get some sort of ball, and Alex has like a hockey ball. And you're going to place it around your hip joint. And then what you're going to do is prop yourself up and work the muscle, the glute muscle around that ball, kind of self-massaging that glute area, especially around that hip joint. So a lot of times with squatting, the muscles around the hip are tight after squatting, or even might be tight before, and this exercise helps loosen up those muscles to make squatting easier and to decrease the pull on the knee in order to help when it comes to recovering from knee pain. Now, looking at the sets, reps, time, and intensity for this one, sets would be 1, repetitions would be 5. So you're going to go 5 in one direction around the hip joint, and then 5 in the other direction around the hip. So the time, smooth controlled movement, you want to feel that the muscle's being worked and massaged. And the intensity with this one, once again, it depends on how much weight you put into it, but you want to feel like the muscle's being massaged and you're having a deep massage. And I've already kind of talked about the purpose of this exercise. So we've got 3 down, moving on to the 4th one. So we're staying on the mat. And you're going through child's pose. Okay, so looking at how to break it down, you're starting off in like a 4-point position. So knees are underneath the hips, hands are underneath the shoulders, your hip, shoulder, and head are in a straight line, and then you're going to sit back, bring the hips onto the heels, arms are out front, you're trying to drop the shoulders and relaxing that mid-back and relaxing that upper body. Now looking at the sets, reps, time, and intensity, for this one, sets would be 1, repetitions would be 2, time would be a good 20-second hold at this bottom position, intensity would be light. What we're working on is loosening up the hip area, so stretching out that hip in order to loosen the hip up and decrease the stress that we have on the knee in order to help when it comes to overcoming knee pain. Perfect. So we've got 4 down, moving on to the last exercise, and the last exercise involves the wall. So you're moving up to the wall, and you bring the legs up onto the wall, and what you're doing here is a hamstring stretch on the wall. And Alex is going to stay in this position. She's got a light stretch, she's going to hold it for 20 seconds. Now, looking at the setup, as you saw Alex, you moved towards the wall, swung the legs up against the wall, so we're doing both of them at the same time. Now, the closer you bring your seat towards the wall, the more intense the stretch will be. What we're looking for is a light stretch, and then when it relates to the upper body is relaxed, arms are to the side, and we're focusing on a light stretch in that hamstring area. So specifically breaking down the sets, reps, time, and intensity, sets are 1, repetitions would be 2, time would be 20 seconds, so 20-second hold, intensity would be light, this is a static stretch, and the purpose of this is we're working on stretching out the hamstrings and a little bit of the glutes in order to decrease that stress on the knee to help overcome knee pain, especially after squatting. Perfect. Thanks, Alex. So there you go. If you have knee pain after squatting, give these 5 exercises a go. Now, if you are suffering from knee pain and want some of my best tips and tricks when it comes to overcoming knee pain and tightness, just click right here. I have a brand new free report called 5 Tips and Tricks That Fight Knee Pain and Tightness. Just click right here. Let me know where to send you that report, and I'll send you that report right away. Now, if you're watching this on a mobile device, tablet, or smartphone, head down below in the description and click the first link, which will be exercisesforinjuries.com/knees. Let me know where to send you that report, and I'll send you that report right away. Now, if you got benefit from this video, make sure to like this video. If you have a question or comment for me, leave it down below in the comment section. And lastly, hit subscribe to get future pain relieving videos.